Welcome, dear learners. This is the video of the subject Education for the course of MA Education of the paper Education Technology. In the block 2, usage of educational technology and media technology in learning. This video discusses about Unit 4, which is related to media technology, instructional system, and multimedia approach. This video lecture recorded by Dr. Dorilal. Hello dear learners, I am Dr. Dorilal, Assistant Professor at IASE, Department of Teacher Training and Non-Formal Education, Faculty of Education, Jamia Millia Islamia. In this video, we will be talking about media technology, instructional system and multimedia approach. Before proceed further, let's have a look at the objectives of the present video. From this video, you will be able to explain the media technology, instructional system and multimedia approach. You will be able to describe media, their types, classification, selection, preparation and their utilization. You will be able to explore print media and photography technology. You will be able to understand and define multimedia and hypermedia. You will also able to explore multimedia tools like graphic, sound, music, video, and authoring tools. You will be able to differentiate between different types of presentation. Let's start with the concept of media. Media is a plural of medium. So media is an intermediary in order to transport information used to communicate like the press, radio, television, whereas technology and method that support human communication over distances in time and space. Now we come to the term media technology. Media technology is any hardware, software, or tool that is used to compose, create, produce, deliver, and manage media, including audio, video, images, information, interactive media, video games, virtual reality, and augmented reality environment. Next, we will discuss instructional system, as it is the intentional facilitation of learning towards identified learning goals. According to Harris and Harrison in 1988, an instructional system can be defined as deliberately designed instructional material that are intended to function interrelated to achieve predetermined learning outcome. Further, it can be said that an instructional system is an arrangement of resources and procedure to promote learning. Instructional design is the systematic process of developing instructional system, and instructional development is the process of implementing the system or plan. Now we move to next term, multimedia approach. Multimedia approach uses a number of media devices and technologies and techniques in the teaching learning process. Multimedia approach aims at providing meaningful learning experience by a mix of media in order to achieve predetermined objectives. Multimedia approach provides the opportunity to gain mastery to competencies and skill. Multimedia approach consists of the appropriate and effective selection and usage of different media in such a combination to reach the teaching learning objectives in the best possible manner. Now it is clear from till discussion that instructional media is all devices and materials used in the teaching process including slides, photographs, charts, handouts, real objects are called instructional media. After having discussion on media technology, instructional system, and multimedia, we should know about types of media. There are various types of media. Among them, major categories are print media, digital media, broadcast media, new media. Print media, which include newspapers, weeklies, magazines, monthlies, and other format of printed journals. Second one is digital media, which is blend of technology and content. Third one is broadcast media. It is the distribution of audio and video content to a dispersed audience via radio, television, or others, often digital transmission media. And the last one is new media, which can be said that internet media. It is any internet related form of communication can be considered new media. Media can be classified into two broad categories such as traditional and new media or internet media. Further, traditional media also divide into two major categories. Here, the print media and broadcast media. Broadcast media, also called mass media. In print media, magazine, newspaper, journals, books, signs, billboards, periodicals, newsletters, and direct mail, which include flyers and postcards, whereas broadcast or mass media include those media whose coverage, reach, and accessibility in high, such as TV, radio, cinemas, music, movies, OTT, and new media or internet media include any media from newspaper articles and blogs to music and podcast that are delivered digitally from a website or email to mobile phones and streaming apps. Any internet related form of communication can be considered new media. It includes website, blog, apps, wikis, emails, ebooks, podcasts, RSS feed, smartphones, social networking, streaming video, and music. Further, media classified into two types, projected and non-projected. Projected visuals are media formats in which pictures are enlarged, displayed on a screen. Projected media include slides, film sticks, opaque and overhead projections, and motion pictures. The use of projected media helps teachers simplify, clarify, analyze, and synthesize relationship between student and his environments. One advantage of projected visuals is that the teacher can maintain eye contact on the students. In non-projected pictures can requires no projection material or any electronic power are mostly composed of study prints, charts, posters, maps, flashcards, photographs, textbook, illustrations, and illustrations found in magazine and newspaper. After having enough knowledge about types and classification of media, we should know what should be considered by selection and preparation of. After having enough knowledge about types and classification of media, we should know what should be considered while selection and preparation of media. It is very important issue on which everyone has to focus. What points should be care of while selecting and preparing media for their use. There are different categories of media: print, non-print, and face-to-face. Some media are simple while others are complex to design, produce, and use for educational purpose. No media or medium is perfect to achieve all types of objectives. No medium is inferior or superior to other. Each medium has certain obvious strengths and limitations. We have to select a particular medium or a combination of media based on the needs and requirements for both the student and the course being taught or learned. It therefore becomes essential to select the most appropriate medium or a set of media to facilitate student to learn and achieve the course objectives effectively and efficiently. Some media are suitable to achieve certain objectives. To achieve the course objective, we need to take intelligent decisions while choosing appropriate media. Some main points are considered are availability of media resources, expertise in preparation, presenters skill, availability of infrastructures according to learning objectives, applicability and suitability of media resources, size and nature of the group of learners, need, age and mental level of learner, physical appearance of media resources, ease of usage, cost effectiveness, usefulness, legal consideration, feedback of learner, last is technological support. We should be conscious here. Our focus should not be on a media or technology as such. Rather, we should be considered about the learning opportunities the media can create for learners. We should treat the media as a pool of tools from where we can pick up the most appropriate one to solve our problem or achieve our objectives. We therefore need to understand the way that which media can be chosen for our courses. One of the model for selection of appropriate media is given by A.W. Tony Bates in 2005. The model is called section. Selecting media and technology is a complex process involving a very wide range of interacting variables. There is currently no adequate theory or process for media selection. The section model, however, provides a set of criteria or questions, the result of which can help inform an instructor when making decisions about which media or technology to use. Because of a wide range of factors influencing media selection and use an inductive institutive approach to decision making but informed by a careful analysis of all the criteria in the section framework is one practical way to approach decision making about media and technologies for teaching and learning. In this model, section stands for student, which means students should be considered while selecting media, their age, mental level, nature, etc. Ease of use means media should be easily operated and the user have control over that media to use them comfortably. The cost, it means media should be at affordable price. It should be cost effective, inexpensive, or can be said easily available and have low maintenance. Next, teaching media characteristics and instructional strategy. It means media should be selected as per suitability of media as per topic and instructional strategy of the teacher. It includes teaching functions and pedagogical affordance of media. Interaction. It means interaction and coverage capacity of the media among audience or learner should be taken care of while selecting media. Next, organizational issue. In it, organizational policies and issues should be considered by selecting the media. If institution or organization does not have sufficient fund or other issues with the selected media which the user want to use, then it is not feasible to select that media. Next is networking. Here networking means interconnectivity with a group. Each and every group member has the capacity, accessibility and ability to use that media. Networking also considered the network connection too. Last is security and privacy. In it, security and privacy of each and every participant should be considered while selecting media. Now we move basic principles of multimedia utilization. Now we should know that basic requirements or principle of media utilization. There are five principles: principle of preparation, principle of physical control, principle of proper presentation, principle of response, and principle of evaluation. In preparation, it means user have the ability to prepare and use the media effectively and efficiently. Principle of physical control, it means media should be appropriately utilized and user have command over it. Foremost, it should be accessible, available, and feasible to use in working place. Principle of proper presentation. In this, the media should be proper according to learning objectives and need of the learner. Principle of response. It should be get positive feedback from the respondent or the learner. It should fulfill the requirements of the learner's content and pedagogy. The principle of evaluation. It should have the ability to evaluate the learner performance. Our next topic in this unit is print media. Print media is the means of mass communication in the form of printed publication, such as newspapers and magazines. Print media involves the production of printed material using an offset sheet, head press, and other equipment to create finalized printed products for commercial and packaging industry. This occupation is responsible for producing all printed materials at the printed operation. Principles of print media. There are some principles of print media through which print media get opportunity and popularity among academicians, educationists, and readers who are fond of reading. While the using print media, we should consider these points. It should have readability, accuracy, educationally sound, organized information, standardized layout, unbiasedness, and include illustrations. Another topic of the unit is photography technology. The most widely used photographic process or photographic technology is the black and white negative positive system. In the camera, the lens projects an image of the scene being photographed onto a film coated with light sensitive silver salts such as silver bromide. A shutter built into the lens admits light reflected from the scene for a given time to produce an invisible but developable image in the sensitized layers, thus exposing the film. Photography is an art form like drawing and painting. Photographers use their camera to make us see life in a different way, feel emotions, and record stories and events. In other way, it is the process of recording images on sensitized material while the action of light, X-rays, etc. and the chemical processing of this material to produce a print, slide or cinefilm. Now we move forward towards types of photography. There are various types of photography are in use in present. They are have categorized in two ways. First one is on the basis of profession, which include portrait photography, photojournalism, fashion photography, sports photography, still life photography, wildlife photography, editorial photography, architectural photography. Second one is on the basis of technology, which includes camera and lenses, black and white films, picture taking techniques, black and white processing and printing, color photography, instant picture photography, special photosensitive system, special techniques. Next important topic of the unit is multimedia. When we talk about multimedia, first things come into the mind are graphics, drawing, music, and videos. Multimedia is a form of communication that combines different content such as text, audio, images, animations, or video into a single interactive presentation. In contrast to traditional mass media, which featured little to no interaction from users, such as printed material and audio recordings. Popular example of multimedia including video podcast, audio slides, and animated video. So the definition of multimedia is any kind of computer or other technological informations and material which can be presented through images, graphs, drawings, videos, music, and animations. There are different kinds of multimedia. It is linear multimedia and non-linear multimedia. In linear multimedia, when you watch a movie in a cinema, it is the kind of linear multimedia where you just control the voice and on and off feature while movies run without any further navigation control. In non-linear multimedia, video game is the kind of non-linear multimedia which is controlled through external navigation, game, bugs according to your instruction. There are different types of tools of multimedia used in education. There are talking books, text to speech, CD-ROMs, storybooks, computer-based training, encyclopedia elements, video and video disc, computer-assisted, interactive whiteboard, video lecturing, video podcast, MOOCs, OERs, audio sets, animated video, Moodles, Moodles activities, blogs, social media applications such as Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Multimedia has lot of advantage such as effective communication, high retention to increase student interest, flexibility learning at any time and anywhere, provide easy access to fast delivery of tutorials, course materials, tests, quizzes to the users. From the users are able to experience or see dangerous, unusual, expensive, or time-consuming experiments such as chemical reaction, pilot training, and etc. It helps students in understanding the subject. As we know that everything which has benefited or advantage somehow that have some disadvantage too. So the multimedia too has the advantage along with disadvantage which include some of the examples or experiments can't be experienced in real time, higher cost and time consuming. Some student lacks in student teacher interaction, copyright issue, software quality, user may feel bored in one way used or the same interface used to be alone and can contribute to be more selfish, need to be have computer, software and internet lines which contribute to cost issue. Now we talk about hypermedia. In the early years of multimedia, the term rich media was synonymous with interactive multimedia. Over time, hypermedia extensions brought multimedia to the World Wide Web. Hypermedia is an extension to what is known as hypertext, or the ability to open new web pages by clicking text links on a web browser. Hypermedia extend upon this by allowing the user to click images, movies, graphics, and other media apart from text to create a non-linear network of information. Hypermedia linking can do quite a bit more than just take us from one spot to another. First of all, it is about being able to manipulate navigation in a lot of different ways instead of just one way every time. Usually, we start from point A and read, listen, or watch instant to point B. This is called linear content. We can only go from beginning to end with no detours. But with hypermedia, we are not stuck with this linear form of navigation. The user can take control of the web experiences and direct his or her own journey in a non-linear way that can make you feel excited. Just as important, designers can plan these detours to provide for much more engagement and with that much more educational opportunity. Hypermedia lets us tailor content to a diverse audience with diverse needs. Difference between multimedia and hypermedia. Multimedia can be in two formats, linear multimedia and non-linear multimedia, while hypermedia has only one that is non-linear. The term multimedia is associated with the presentation of media such as images, graphics, video, or music with the help of a computer or mobile, while the hypermedia is a system covering and converting media files such as graphics, audios, videos, text animation, hyperlinks, drawings, etc. in hypertext forms with the help of programming tools or software in a possible state. Multimedia deals with audio, video, and graphics, while the hypermedia is wider term than multimedia in the sense that beside dealing with audio, video, and graphics, it also deals in World Wide Web. Multimedia operate various media types, while hypermedia is the source of linking various media files. Multimedia requires peripherals devices to show the result or output and results in some cost, while hypermedia is the name of a few software and programming tools. Form of different content consist upon text, graphics, audio, animation, video, etc. are multimedia. But Adobe Flash Player, Adobe Reader, Adobe Director, Micromedia, Flash Player, Micromedia Authorware, Visual Fox Pro, and FileMaker Developer are the tools which are used in hypermedia application. There are various multimedia tools available on internet. Some of them related to paint and drawing application. For desktop, we can use Photoshop CC, Clip Studio Paint, Pen Tool Sai, Penstorm Studio, Medi Bank Paint Pro, Coral Painter, 2021. Krita GIMP2, and for iPad and tablets we can use ISB Pens, Clip Studio Paint, Adobe Fresco, Procreate, Medibank Paint, Paintstorm Studio. And for the smartphone and iPhones are IVIS Pens, Clip Studio Pens, Medibank Pens. Dear learners, now this video lecture ends here, and the remaining part of this unit will be discussed in next video.